The raised bed is the most productive growing structure available to a home food grower, not because the plants that grow in it are inherently different from those grown in the ground, but because the raised bed allows control over root environment, drainage, soil biology, and nutrient management that in-ground growing cannot match without years of soil development work. The decisions that determine how productively a raised bed performs are not primarily plant selection decisions. They are system decisions: how the bed is fed, how it is watered, which plant groups are combined to maximize use of root depth and canopy space, and how those decisions compound through multiple growing seasons as the soil biology in the bed develops. Plant selection in a raised bed is best approached as a vertical layering exercise. Beds are three-dimensional growing environments, not flat surfaces, and the most productive raised bed systems use the full cubic volume of the growing space by combining plants that occupy different root depths and different canopy heights simultaneously. Shallow-rooted crops, lettuce, spinach, radishes, herbs, occupy the upper 6 to 12 inches of soil, draw nutrients and moisture from the zone that dries out first, and can be interplanted between slow-developing deep-rooted crops without competing for resources below 12 inches. Deep-rooted crops, tomatoes, peppers, winter squash, root vegetables, occupy the lower 12 to 18 inches of the bed, access soil moisture and mineral nutrients that surface crops cannot reach, and provide the structural framework around which the shallow succession plantings are organized. Strawberries belong in a raised bed conversation that most guides omit them from, because the raised bed environment addresses the two conditions that make strawberry production difficult in ground-level beds: drainage and slug pressure. Alpine strawberries, the ever-bearing small-fruited varieties, are particularly well suited to raised bed cultivation because they produce fruit continuously from June through frost rather than in a single concentrated June flush. They do not send runners that would interfere with other bed occupants, and they tolerate the partial shade of taller neighboring plants at the bed perimeter with a reliability that most fruiting plants cannot match. Herbs in a raised bed provide a return on space that the calories per square foot calculation that most food gardeners use systematically undervalues. Basil, parsley, chives, and cilantro occupy minimal space, require minimal management, and produce material for which the retail equivalent is expensive relative to quantity. A single parsley plant in a raised bed produces through the entire season what a grocery store bunch would cost several dollars each week. Positioning herbs at the perimeter of the bed where they can be harvested without disturbing the interior root structure of larger crops maximizes the space efficiency of their inclusion. What you plant in the bed sets its direction, but what you feed those plants is what controls the outcome. A raised bed does not have an unlimited nutrient reserve. Every crop cycle draws from a finite pool, and once that pool depletes, growth slows regardless of how well the planting was designed. Miracle-Gro water-soluble all-purpose plant food delivers nutrients in a form plants can take up immediately, not waiting for soil biology to process an amendment, not stalling between compost applications. Applied consistently through the growing season, it maintains the nutritional state that active plant growth requires rather than allowing deficiency to accumulate between organic amendment cycles. What this controls is yield continuity, the difference between a bed that produces consistently through the season and one that produces well in June and declines through July and August. The link is in the description. Inconsistent watering is the fastest way to lose the productivity that correct planting and feeding creates. A raised bed dries out faster than an in-ground bed because the elevated soil mass has more surface exposure to evaporation and drainage occurs more rapidly. Wet-dry cycles produce blossom drop in tomatoes and peppers, bitterness in cucumbers, bolting in lettuce, and cracked roots in root vegetables, all of which are symptoms of moisture inconsistency rather than of disease or poor variety selection. Mix C 230-foot drip irrigation system kit, 1/4 inch and 1/2 inch quick connect tubing, adjustable nozzles and sprinklers, delivers water directly to the root zone of each plant at a rate roots can absorb consistently. This is what controls moisture availability through the peak heat of summer when hand watering frequency cannot match evapotranspiration rate. The link is in the description. The raised bed that is correctly planted, consistently fed, and reliably watered is the most productive square footage a home food grower can develop. Every decision that controls one of those three variables controls the bed's total output. Subscribe to Hydrohaven. The product links are in the description. See you in the next one.